What is up and welcome back to the channel, guys. Good rocking Monday. What a beautiful day it is here in mid-Michigan. I hope it's nice where you're at too, and I hope your sales are going through the roof. Now, what I want to go over today is, first of all, congratulations to the 2.3 thousand people we have in this group. Super stoked about that. Never thought it would ever get to that level. Since I made it a private group, the people have slowed down. It was growing at about 100 people a week, but it slowed down. But what I'm trying to do is weed out the solicitors. I'm trying to weed out the people that want to get on it and just share their posts of what they're trying to resell. That's not what this group is designed for. And for all you new members and subscribers to the YouTube channel, thank you for number one. And number two, I'm going to do like kind of a recap of who I am, where I've been, how I got to where I'm at. So that way you guys know a little bit about my personal life. For the better majority of 20 to 25 years, and I can say it with a smile today. I used to never be able to say it with a smile or even expose myself. I was a drug addict and an alcoholic, and I used people, and I was just not a good individual. I was incarcerated in prison for almost 10 years. I was in and out of the county jail, about 13 years all combined. And I did not feel good about that in my life, and I kept retorting back to that, and that's why I kept getting in trouble, is because I just felt guilty about it. And then one day, about 2.5 years ago, when I was about 38 years old, I am 40 years young now, I decided I'm going to make a difference in my life. And I'm going to change the story. I'm going to change the narrative. I'm going to write a new chapter in my book. And I began to do so, and it was the best decision I've ever made in my life. I was a 9-to-5er, guys, as well. For them 25 years, I was using and abusing drugs and alcohol. Everything. I used everything under the sun, anything that would make me forget about how yesterday was, pretty much. So I get that. I know what that feels like. I've been there. And I don't talk bad about anybody that is there, because I totally understand what it's like. I've been there, as I said, and it's not me gloating about it. It's me showing you guys where you can go if you truly want to, right? So I think my story is kind of unique of where I've been at, where I turned it around, and how we're doing on eBay, right? So maybe about a year and a half ago, maybe a little bit over now, it's getting closer to 2 years, I decided that I was going to, actually almost 3 years ago, I decided I was going to start a business. I didn't know what I was going to do. I had no idea. Me and my fiance sat down, and I said, okay, so we're making some changes in my life. In our lives, I should say. I said, I am going to be a business owner. And are you okay with that? And are you ready for the amount of time I'm going to have to put into it? I wanted to communicate with her and make sure she's ready and she's on board, because I was moving in that direction. And so she agreed, and she has been by my side since. And it's been a journey. My first 10 months of reselling on eBay, I thought I was doing really good. I was selling everything, guys. I thought I was doing good. My numbers were getting all right. And then it failed during Christmas and COVID and went way below seller's level. And I couldn't get it back out of there. I tried for 2 months and I couldn't do it. So I stopped that eBay store and I began a new one. And this is where we've been at for 10 months on this store now. And our numbers are over $2,000 a week. Over $8,000 a month. No, that's not the best that anybody does, but in under a year, I think that's pretty substantial growth, right? And that's not me boasting. That's showing you guys what my life used to be like for 25 years. I was broke and in poverty for 25 years of my life. I could never afford anything. I couldn't even support myself, let alone anybody else, right? So I decided to make a change in my life, and doing that was the best decision I've ever made. And here we are now today. I'm making videos right here for YouTube and you guys here on Facebook to share my story. That way, maybe you guys can feel as if you can do the same thing, because everybody's got a story, whether it's good or bad. The first 25 years, I would say, was not the funnest for me. I learned really hard. It was hard for me to learn because I was hard-headed, right? So I took it upon myself to watch YouTube motivational videos, how to change your life, and it actually worked. Why did it work? Because I applied the knowledge that I was listening to my everyday life, and everything changed. My relationships changed with people. My incomes changed substantially. And you can do the same thing. And that's why I want to share this, because there's a lot of new members, guys. And I think it's important to share your story, right? So, 10 months ago, I decided to pick one niche. I said, I'm going to go with clothes. Why? Because clothes in my area is in abundance. There's like 3 bigger cities around my area, and every one of them has thrift stores that have good items in it. And I sell mainly mall brand items. Sometimes I'll find something vintage where it's worth $100 or $200 and list that too. But mainly my items range from $10 to $30. That's my average area of listing. And we're at about 20 to 30 items being sold a day, which is bringing us about $8,500 a month in sales. Now, guys, that's not bring home. It's not, they got to take taxes out of that and eBay fees. So it's actually like $4,500 to $5,000 that is going in our pockets, but it's not going in our pockets neither. We are living comfortably. We never have to, we don't want for anything. What I mean by is we can pay for our daily needs, right? And I don't have to work for anybody. I choose to work for myself. And that was the main journey, is because I thought there was more than life than a 9 to 5. I thought there was more than life to somebody telling me how much money I'm going to make each week. And I was right. It was true. And so are you. You're worth more money, than you're making wherever you're at. And, you can make it on eBay. So let me go over some of the difficult moments, because this is what hangs people up and why people quit selling. Because it's not going to happen as fast as you think it's going to. It's not, you're never going to get to where you want to get to as fast as you want to get there. Why? Because we, in human nature, are impatient individuals, and we want to get to our destination like there's no tomorrow, and that is not possible. How does it work? Through discipline and day-to-day activity. With action and discipline every single day of listing every single day, you will achieve success on eBay, and you'll never have to work for anybody else again. But there's going to be a lot of dark moments. There's going to be moments where, you're listing a lot of items, or even a few items, and you're not getting the results that you want. And within time, I can guarantee you will. Why can I guarantee that? Because I'm no different than you. I have nothing different about me other than I won't give up. Right? In me. That's what's in me. That's what gets me. And I'm a hard worker. I've always been a hard laborer, a hard worker, and I'm headstrong, right? And, I won't give up. That's it. I gave up on everything all my life. And this time I decided I was never going to give up on eBay, and I'm going to make eBay, reward me, right? And that's the attitude you got to have, that you can actually achieve it. It took me a long time. I wanted everybody to believe in me in the beginning, guys, that I'm going to start this successful business, right, and run. So I'd tell everybody about it. But the truth is, the best thing is just stay quiet about it and let the results show, right? Because not everybody's going to believe in you, and there will be haters and there will be doubters. And matter of fact, the sad part is most of the time, them ones are in your family or your closest circle. Why? Because nobody wants to see you do better than they are. Right? That's just the truth, and people will deny that, but they don't even think it mentally. But that's the real reason people hate, gossip, spread rumors, whatever. It's because they're not happy in their life, guys, and they want to bring somebody else down with them. So, I wouldn't even advise you to tell your significant other, but don't go around telling everybody you do what you do. Cause I did that with hoping of acceptance from people, and like a pat on the back. And you know what? Nobody cares. Nobody cares how much money you make. Nobody cares whether you're successful. That's sad, but that's just the truth. So if you're not doing it for you, if you're doing it to impress other people, you're never going to make it in this industry. You're never going to make it in business on your own anyways. If that's the way you're doing it for, is to impress other people. What you do is you let the numbers speak for, your drive. You let the numbers speak for your success. You don't got to tell anybody. And I'm guilty of that. In the beginning, I was telling everybody what I was doing. And I'm not saying don't be open to people that you're buying items from, per se, like Marketplace or whatever else, because, in the future, they might have more items they want to get rid of, and they'll contact you. I do that on a daily basis, or a weekly basis, at least. When I go pick up more inventory, I let them know what I do. I drop my number. I've had multiple callbacks saying they have 5 more bags of clothes to come and pick them up. And, it's really made us a lot of income doing that. So it's very important to tell the right people. Don't tell small-minded people what you're doing, because, they can't see past where they're at in life. If you're trying to become a millionaire, you can't tell somebody broke you're becoming a millionaire. Why would you anyways? Because they don't know how to become a millionaire. So why would you tell somebody that don't know how to become a millionaire that you're going to become a millionaire? Because all they're going to do is doubt you and try to bring you down. You know, you talk to people that are like-minded, and all the information and all who you care about doesn't really, you don't have to, don't let anybody dictate who you are or where you're going. That's bottom line where I'm trying to get at, right? Whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's whatever. If those people, I'm serious, even your mother and father don't want to see you succeed more than they did. Even though they say they do, but they're afraid they'll never see you again. Maybe you'll hit it big and you'll be in New York City and your life will be so busy they'll never see you again, right? But I want to also say this, that there's some stressful moments, especially if you got a significant other, because this business does take a lot of your time. If you're looking just to have a whole bunch of time and be able to do nothing, this isn't the career for you. Okay, it's not. Because you have to put a lot of time into it, and I have to sacrifice a lot of time with my significant other. And you know, there's complications there at times. Not just with my significant other, with other parts of the family. And, but the truth is none of those guys or nobody in your family is going to get you the financial success that you want. So you got to do it on your own. Whether people like you or not, you have to keep pushing forward, right? It took me a long time because I did want people to like me. It took me a long time to, in my mind, say, if a person don't like me, look, just because a person don't like you, does not mean that if you allow that to affect where you go in life, that person's in control of you, right? So don't allow any outsource minds or people to interfere with your goals or where you're going in life, right? Because this may sound arrogant or whatever, but I know I'll be a millionaire within the next 10 years. Why do I know that? Because every goal I've set for myself, I've achieved. And you can do the same thing. You can do the exact same thing. You just set a goal for yourself. My first goal was to make $1,000 a month on eBay before eBay expense. And then we accomplished that. Then it was 2,000. Once I got to 2,000, I said, hey, I'm shooting for 4,000. And then we got there, and then we got to 6,000. Then we got to 8,000. Now my goal is to 10,000 a month. And after that, it'll be, 12,000. And it'll keep going up there. I'm not saying eBay is going to make me a millionaire. But it can. It definitely can if you keep growing. But eBay's opportunity is going to finance my other agendas in life, such as real estate and flipping cars and motorcycles and everything else. So it is a very good opportunity, and you can expand on it, guys. And I strongly encourage you to take this serious. Don't take eBay don't take it for granted. There's a serious opportunity, more serious than any job I've ever seen out there. But people will argue and say, well, they don't got health insurance. If you work hard enough, you'll be able to afford your own insurance. Trust and believe that. At this moment right now, I put about 6 to 7 hours a day of listing time. And then I put a couple hours of sourcing and as well as packaging items and doing customer service. So I'm working a good 8 to 12 hours a day. Some people don't believe in working 12 hours a day, and that's fine and dandy. That's their opinion. Don't let anybody else's lack thereof effort in life affect where you're going. I love you guys all. I hope this video helped you guys out a little bit about who I am and where I came from. But just remember, guys, I told you guys I was a terrible drug addict for 25 years of my life, guys. I'm talking bad, cocaine, crystal meth, weed, you name pills, alcohol, you name it. I was dabbling off and playing with it, and it affected every aspect of my life in a negative way. So I decided one day I'm going to do something different that's going to affect me in a positive way. And it was one day at a time, and I tried stopping many a times and went right back to it. But it just took that. You can never give up, right? I never gave up on sobriety. Never, ever. And guess what? I succeeded. If you never, ever give up on eBay, you'll succeed. You guys take my story, take it to heart. Don't take it to heart. It's solemnly up to you. But you can grow from my story and know that you can achieve it too. I tell that story because as somebody that was a junkie for 25 years and that's been in prison, has done really bad in life, completely turned his life around, and is shooting for the moon, and he's going to achieve it. I'm shooting for the moon, guys. Why am I shooting for the moon? Because if I miss the moon, at least I'm going to hit a star. I'm going to go further than I ever have in my entire life, right? So shoot high, aim high. right? Aim high. Don't set your standard so low as a lot of people say, well, I'm just going to do it part-time. Well, okay, do that. But then once you get to that level of part-time reselling, you'll probably start thinking about becoming a full-time reseller because it's possible. You'll start seeing that, man, if I did this 40 hours a week, I'd be making way more money than I am at my 9 to 5. And you most definitely can. All right, I love you guys all. It's your boy FlippinStoop, and I hope you enjoyed.